Part 3. The Peer Group Trap and True Fulfillment. As long as there is a hierarchy, there will be people at the top and people at the bottom. People at the top shouldn't feel guilty for being there. They are simply executing a high-leverage capability. Likewise, people at the bottom don't need to resent the top. No matter which layer you occupy, the key to shutting off that dead weight anxiety alarm is ensuring you stay in a decent ranking within your small pack and making sure you are making a meaningful contribution to the tribe so your internal self doesn't think you are dead weight. See, the entire worldwide societal hierarchy is simply too big for your brain to actually care about. Your brain still thinks it lives in a tiny tribe. You don't actually care about ranking against a billionaire on another continent. True fulfillment comes from ranking well within your immediate local peer group. That is exactly why humans naturally tend to surround themselves with others in the same social class. We instinctively seek a pack of equals. Humans do not naturally want to be the poorest person in a room of billionaires, nor do they feel fulfilled being a genius in a room of toddlers. Think about it. If you surround yourself with people of way higher status, your internal radar completely panics. Even if you are doing perfectly fine in absolute terms, being at the absolute bottom of your local group triggers a deep, primal depression. Your brain looks at the massive gap between your capability and theirs and assumes you are the weakest link, dead weight that will be cast out the minute a crisis hits. To your biology, that feels like a literal death sentence. Worse yet, you become invisible in the mating market. The high-value partners in that group are naturally going to pair up with the apex leaders at the top, leaving you completely outcompeted and locked out of any reproductive possibilities. But if you flip it and surround yourself with people of way lower status, you effortlessly cruise right to the top. The problem is, because it takes zero actual effort to maintain that apex spot, your internal scorecard knows you're just coasting. It refuses to give you a high score for an unearned win. In fact, because your brain knows you're slacking, it starts to worry that you're still a dead weight, and that triggers that exact same biological anxiety alarm. Plus, there's a massive evolutionary catch to being a big fish in a small pond: the survival of your genes. Remember, your ancient brain wants high status to mix with the highest quality genes possible. If you intentionally downgrade your tribe, you're also downgrading your entire dating pool. Your biological drives aren't stupid. Your radar will look around and realize that even though you're number one in this specific room, there is no one here whose genes, capabilities, or resources actually match your true potential. From a genetic standpoint, you've trapped yourself in a reproductive dead end, wasting your high evolutionary value on an environment that can't properly reward your lineage. Now, you might say, hey, this is modern society. I already have a partner and I'm definitely not looking for a new one. It doesn't matter. Your ancient subconscious software doesn't care about your modern relationship status. It just keeps running its background algorithm. When it detects that you are coasting in a low-value environment, it registers a massive system error. This mismatch triggers a slow, steady leak of stress hormones, like cortisol, into your system. You will feel chronically bored, anxious, or stressed out until you listen to that radar and seek out a proper peer group that matches your capability, a pack that challenges you just enough to feel alive. Ultimately, while our ancestors used the status hierarchy as a tool to fight off literal starvation, modern society has largely secured the food supply. Today, the game is purely psychological. Because fulfillment depends entirely on the alignment on our internal and external scorecards, people at the absolute top of the pyramid can be profoundly depressed, while people at the bottom can be deeply happy, cooperative, and fulfilled. We just need to be honest with ourselves. Evaluate yourself accurately, find the right local tribe where your unique skills add real value, and remember, you can cheat the entire village, but you can never lie to yourself.